The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser-cut dice towers, tokens, and more developed by a gamer for gamers and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts.
Hey everybody, it's Brooke from Red Dirt D&D, and I just want to take a moment to thank you for listening. It's been such an amazing response to this crazy thing that we're doing here in Oklahoma, in the middle of America. So thank you to all the great folks that are listening. Please go to your favorite player, whether it's iTunes or Spotify or whatever, and please give us a rating. It helps so much. Also share, of course, with your friends and family, co-workers. Keep throwing Red Dirt D&D out there onto the social media and stuff. You can interact with us at Twitter at Red Dirt D&D. You find us on Facebook at facebook.com/RedDirtDND. And we would love to hear from you. Of course, if you're a Patreon member, we have a Discord, and you can jump on there and join some fantastic friends like Dan Demented and Zambonolo, just to have fun, and we really enjoy that too. So here comes the next episode of Red Dirt D&D. Thank you all for listening. Please like us and share, and we're off to the Caliban frontier.
Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Gideon Block, a paladin with a tragic past.
I'm Kiri Hester, and I play Poppy Tealeaf, a Habbo and Halfling druid searching for a new laugh.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Zonimus Dinar, a half-elf rogue with a past he can't seem to escape.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Coughran Stoneshaper, a young dwarf sorcerer setting out to understand his own arcane gifts.
And I'm Ash King, your dungeon master. Join us now for Tales from the Caliban Frontier. In the bowels of the Temple of Nightmare, a battle has been raging between our beloved heroes and a band of black as night kobolds with this very interesting acid green war paint streaking their bodies. A sorceress among them has been casting some very ferocious spells, sending out these scorching rays, one of which has just hit Gideon, causing his form to fall to the floor. You're not sure if he is alive or if he is dead, but he has fallen. We just finished up with Zonimus. You just dispatched the last of the minion kobolds and snuck your way over towards the sorceress, hiding in the shadows. No one seems to have noticed your approach. So, with that, it is actually Mokrin's turn.
Once again, I'm going to swing the Warhammer at the sorceress. Come on. Modified 9.
9? Okay, that will miss. Gideon. Oh, sorry. It is my inventor first.
Can I make like a perception check to notice that Gideon has fallen?
Sure.
No clue. 4.
4. Yeah, you're just too focused in the moment with, taking care of this sorceress.
Yes.
That you don't even notice that Gideon has fallen behind you. So, the inventor now does not need to turn his attention onto Gideon. Instead, will turn his attention to Poppy. And we will see what trick he pulls out of his bag next.
I want it to be a scorpion on a stick.
Scorpion on a stick? Nope. So,
Cactus on a stick?
A cactus on a stick? No. So he pulls out another clay pot out of his bag and throws it onto the ground nearby you. And when it breaks, at first you're not quite sure what it is, but it's something squirming, and it looks pretty gross. It appears to be a swarm of rot grubs.
Gross. Ew.
That.
Do they try to bite me? What are they? They just are psychic damage of grossness.
No, it's just this swarm of rot grubs that's swarming and moving around, writhing around, yes. We're gonna roll them into the initiative order and we'll see what they do. Okay, so they got a 7, so they will go at the very end of the initiative order.
He's not dead yet. We don't.
So that is the swarm of rot grubs that is just swarming next to Poppy. Gideon, death save.
15.
15, okay, that is 1 success. Poppy.
I gotta save Gideon, but I cannot see in the dark.
You know where he fell.
I know where he fell. Well,
And
I
you've also got your flame blade.
for now. I'm just saying this aloud to the room. So I'm just saying, if you see a blonde rat, don't squish it. I'm running low on spells. Just a first level healing word for Gideon.
Okay.
Roll a 4, please. Please. I got a 3. So it's gonna be a 6.
All right.
And then that's my bonus action, so I have to drop Flame Blade because I can't use the bonus action to hold it.
Let me kind of double check that, because it's like once you've summoned it, you do get it for a period of time.
Yes. But because I can't use my bonus action this round to keep it on, it would be turned off.
Hold on.
Gotta maintain.
Well, depending on what the DM decides will determine whether, because I was going to wild shape into a rat so that I could at least see, maybe fight these worms.
Okay, so according to the text of Flameblade, it's a concentration spell. Lasts for 10 minutes. It lasts for the full duration. The only reason it would disappear is that if you basically sheath it and you physically have to let go of it.
Also, I hate to be that teacher person, but I did not roll concentration when I took that hit earlier.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. So you don't have to use a bonus action to maintain it. You just got to keep hold of it.
Well, that's helpful. Remember that thing I said about the rat? Forget it. I did roll 16 on my concentration. So then I'm going to try to stab the inventor again.
Okay.
I'm still rolling with... Oh, did I have to roll concentration with disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just attack rolls, I believe. Yeah.
Awesome. So with disadvantage, that is a 16.
That should hit our little kobold inventor. Yes, it will.
And that's going to be a 13.
13?
Wait, 12.
12. Okay.
She's an English
Yeah,
teacher.
that is
She's
still... Even with the 1 point margin of error, you will down the kobold inventor.
Dibs on his bag. And
You hear some vague shattering as he falls.
And his bag bursts into flame.
The scorpion's still in there. But yeah, so Gideon's not dying anymore, and I killed an inventor. That sounds like that's a much...
good turn.
Yeah, better than I thought it was going to be.
It's a good turn.
Crumbling kobold.
It is now the rot grubs. And they're just going to go for the closest thing next to them, which is Poppy.
Oh, that would be me.
No, I'm not that
He
cruel.
threw it at Poppy, so even though we're very close together.
So they are going to basically like swarm into your space and attempt to bitey.
Ow.
But that's only going to be a 10.
Yeah, I miss this dude. I got thick boots. My little adventuring boots. Get out there.
You did show us the
Start doing
halfling
little-
stomp dance?
Yeah, a little dance.
What's really funny is I would have given disadvantage if he'd actually gotten close to hitting. And I'm now conscious.
They are bugs.
Right. So, the sorceress, seeing that her allies have all been slain, she is going to
Screaming red.
pretty much, yeah, looking between the lot of you. She's going to take a bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat on herself. And so when she casts a spell, she can take the dash action as a bonus action. So for her action, she is going to disengage. So disengaging and jumping around and,
Disengaging from.
well, you and
There's no idea.
All of us.
All of us.
within 5
I thought everyone
she's
was
got-
around the inventor. That's why I said I'm going to her, because everyone else was around the inventor.
they were around the inventor, but they were within like 5 feet of one
Oh,
another.
okay. I thought they were like far apart from each other.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, so she is disengaging from everybody that she can see. And you notice she ducks into this very small space. It's only big enough, again, for like the kobolds to crawl through. But she ducks into this little hole in the wall and disappears.
Phooey.
So effectively pulling herself out of initiative.
So it's just us and the bugs?
Just you guys and the rot grubs. So, Zonimus, what would you like to do?
Well, I guess I'll sneak attack some worms.
Don't even know you're there.
They're within 5 feet of an ally.
Yep.
So 17.
17 will hit.
Did they fall on me?
They're like in your space.
Okay.
There's a swarm. They're a swarm.
So 17.
17 damage. Okay. And is that just piercing damage?
That's slashing.
Slashing? Okay.
Yeah.
You slash the bugs.
Now I'm going to pierce them
Okay. Feel like stomping them.
for 10.
10 actually will hit.
Oh, fancy.
I feel like bludgeoning damage is the way to go here. Maybe Makrin should get in. Makrin.
11
11? Okay.
piercing. Instead of like scraping them on the ground, like it just pushes them all up.
Yeah, you're stabbing, you're kind of slashing, and it is very difficult because, there's little maggot-like grubs that are swarming.
I should have released my bees on this.
So yes, the piercing and the slashing damage does not seem to be quite as effective as you would have hoped.
Okay.
However, you do manage to spear some, start taking them out.
Yeah, it's not very effective.
Let's move on to Makrin.
So, he'll just turn. So it's too small. It's everything. Is it the hole that she ran through, that she ducked into? Is it all like carved stone, or is it like a crumbly gap, like a crumbly? It's fallen apart.
Yeah, it looks more like maybe it started off as just a crumbling gap that the kobolds may have done something to like widen it into a personal passage, but it's only big enough for a kobold to squeeze through.
Which is smaller than me, even.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Poppy might be able to do it.
I mean, I could if I turned into a rat.
Yeah, but for you, Makrin, it's too small.
The construction of it looks mostly solid, still like they've cleared. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I was considering like molding earth and like moving that.
Trying to like pull her back out.
Yeah, well, or at least make the
her
hole
dead
bigger,
end.
see if there was something on the other side. But instead, after a moment of frustration, I just turn and smash some grubs. Oh, yay, with like a 21.
That will hit.
You mean they're not wearing tiny grub armor?
Nope.
Not
They
wearing
don't have
tiny
little suits of armor specifically made for them.
And 12 points of damage.
Is that bludgeoning or
Bludgeoning, yeah.
Okay.
'Tis a hammer.
Yeah, with that, so Makrin just kind of waits until they seem to have like piled up together and then squeesh. It's a very satisfying splat as these things are dispatched from this mortal coil. And with that, you have...
I have something I want to do.
Okay.
My turn.
Okay.
Because
So we'll
as
keep...
far as away she dashed.
In
so it's-
initiative?
the furthest she could get away is about 60 feet.
In theory, yes. So she would have dashed, so that's 60 feet worth of movement.
I will go as close to that thing as I possibly can. I will touch my star and I will command her to approach.
Oh,
Get on back here.
get back here.
On her move, the target moves toward me by the shortest and most direct route, ending its turn within 5 feet.
Come here.
Yes, come here.
It's one word, right? Come here.
Out of the
It's one
tunnel
word.
now.
Okay, so the thing is though, with command, you have to be able to see the creature.
Ah, you're right.
And with the twists and turns of the tunnel, she has gone out of sight.
Okay. Well, then, we're not going to do that. I will take a moment and lay hands on me again and take the last of the 9 points
Okay.
for healing.
Of your holy healing.
Do you want me to? I can chase her if you want me to chase her, but I won't be able to kill her.
My only problem, I slow you down. So no, God, thank you. But my problem is then you'd be all alone with her.
I mean, yeah.
I don't think that's such a good idea. I think we might be able to revisit her in a later episode.
Episode of our life. I am dangerously low on spells. As Kiri knows, Poppy, I just feel real tired.
Feel drained.
Yeah,
Makrin
but I
has.
don't feel like this place is very safe, so I don't know.
Makrin has the back of his, cloak. It's all scarred up and crinkly, and probably has some burn holes
Singed.
in it. Yeah, singed and stuff. The back of his hair maybe kind of has that singy look to it. There's soot around
This
his
whole room
face.
smells like burnt hair.
And so-
now. It's
And-
like Hagrid when his beard catches on fire.
And on top of that, he's all wet.
Smell out of anything.
It's just gonna be, this is a feature, not a bug.
But he seems kind of strangely. Obviously he looks pretty haggard. No pun intended. but seems strangely kind of excited. He looks at Poppy and says,
Poppy, did you see that? Did you see what she could do? She was doing what I do.
Yeah.
We need to find her.
Well, first we have to figure out how to get out of this room.
Well, there is a large pair of double doors on the south wall.
Do they open into the next room or into our room?
You're not quite sure. They're shut.
Poppy, could you do that shape thing and like go down through there and see where she went?
I could, but I don't know if that's the best idea right now.
Because again, she'd be
I'm
all
real
by herself.
tired. I don't know how effective I would be if I had to get into a one-on-one fight with her.
You see the doors on the south end?
Yes.
Is
South.
the hole she crawled in near the south part of the room?
Yes. It's kind of the southwest corner of the room.
I don't think we're going to get out of this temple without finding her again, if that just makes you feel any better.
Yeah, I'd like to. I don't know if I can talk to her or not, but
You might not get a chance.
there might be secrets she knows, though. We could figure stuff out.
Probably a secret she'll take to the grave.
Anonymous, why don't you check out this door whilst I take a little bit of a nap over here.
Yeah, you're useless anyway.
Oh,
I just rolled a natural 20 for Mokrin, suddenly realizing how bad you look, right?
Oh my God, Gideon, are you okay? Like, is that still bleeding? What is that?
no, I'll be fine.
Is that your guts?
Exactly, all those kidney shots.
Oh, no, just give me a moment.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean.
No, we're good. No. Okay.
Poppy, forget the rat thing. Can you do anything else for Gideon?
I could, but then I would not have any ability to do any in case of emergencies. I feel like he's fine.
No, I'm fine. Just,
Rub some
need
dirt
a
in
moment,
it.
just to. How are you guys?
I'm fine. Tired, but fine.
I'm gonna go check the door.
Oh yeah, I want to look in this backpack.
Okay.
Do I find a scorpion on a stick?
You find the stick, but not the scorpion.
Oh no,
He's
it's loose in the room somewhere.
But you do find 4 clay pots filled with acid,
Cool.
2 clay pots filled with alchemist fire.
Awesome. And he had him on a little bandolier, or was it in like a backpack kind of a situation?
It was kind of one of those things where like he had the backpack, but then he also had like the bandolier.
I want the bandolier.
So like everything was kind of all over the place.
I want the bandolier. Can I put them in the bandolier?
Yes.
Okay, I look awesome.
The bandolier seems to have been made.
The bandolier was kobold
I
size.
want this fan art.
New fan art, boys and girls. Sorry.
Holding a bottle over her head.
No,
bandolier
then
roll.
Zonimus. I take my finger and I get a little cobalt blood and I put it under my eyes. Let's get him. Except I'm also still frightened, I think.
You are.
I'm being driven by my fear.
I'm gonna hand you my flask and go check the doors.
You know what? I'll take a shot, hoping maybe it'll make
might
me
calm
feel
you
less
down.
scared.
Yeah. Liquid
Just
courage
a little
is what they
liquid
call
courage
it.
there.
Because it's a flask, so I take the top off and just pour some into the cap.
She's a lady.
I actually, while they're doing that, I actually do have the healing potion that I slipped into my pocket. So I'm gonna.
All right, so Zonimus, you go over and you are looking at the doors. Massive doors. 20 feet across, so 2 big doors of 10 foot apiece. Literally, like, extend up also, like a good 20, 30 feet. So massive doors. And again, carvings all over them showing this mighty dragon that you've been seeing throughout the temple, again with supplicants bowing at its feet.
Are there handles, ropes, bars, something?
Not really handles so much
Yeah.
as just like, and again, these are also, hugely massive doors. It probably would be one of those things where there was maybe, when they were opened, it might take a couple of people to open them.
Or one dragon?
The iconography is obviously the same style. Could we tell, is it supposed to represent the exact same individual?
Seems to be, yes. The iconography has been fairly consistent throughout the temple of showing this one dragon who you can only assume is Nightmare.
Gideon,
Yeah.
stop being useless and come look at this.
Okay.
The man was almost dead.
Okay.
Almost.
Yeah.
Fine.
So I'm fine now. I'm fine. I'm getting my second wind.
See? Slap him on the back.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Not literally as if I were a fighter, but I am getting my second wind. All right, so we've got iconography of a dragon, and it looks like the same nightmare that we have been following this whole time. It's double doors. Do we worry that there might be a dragon on the other side of this door?
I'm in no condition to find a dragon.
You said that earlier, Poppy.
I think
really.
if we were...
I cannot impress upon you enough.
We just kind of got our butts handed to us by 6 kobolds. I don't think at our top we are capable of taking on a dragon.
I resent that statement.
Maybe a rock little statue dragon, that's fine.
We just fought 6 tiny dragonlets.
And they almost, well, they took me down.
I took out 4 and I'm fine.
That's because we were weak from the statue fight and the drake fight.
Oh, yeah. The
We've
4
been
you
in-
took down were after I stunned them.
Well, you keep doing that.
I
Keep taking them down.
Well, I'll take a short rest. I can take another one. I can do another one.
Well, let's embrace our fear and pitch a tin over in that corner.
Well, now there is a possibility, but
That's highly inappropriate.
we could, if we want to, maybe take another short rest.
Still don't help me, but we can.
Well, it's still late, early in the day. I don't think we could take a...
Do we get any opportunity between like fighting a thing and winning and stuff to try to not be scared? Or is it just a part
Well,
of
if
who
we
I
take-
am?
Yeah,
Yeah,
take a
so
short
at
rest.
this point, it's the magic that is causing the sphere effect is like a background radiation in this place. In fact, even to the point where Coughran and Zonimus, if you two will go ahead and give me another save versus that fear effect.
Sorry.
I can't wait to be level 7 when everybody gets advantage of that from me.
If only I had
10.
heroism.
10.
It's a
Okay.
wisdom. It's a wisdom save. Mm-hmm. 12.
12. Okay, so now that you guys have been here a little longer, your resolve is kind of starting to weaken and the magic is seeping in, so the two of you as well are feeling this very intense sense of dread is just starting to settle into your bones.
Well, I've been trying to keep it at bay as long as I can, but
You really think there might be a dragon on the other side of those
I
doors?
know. I'm almost certain there's a dragon in there. We just faced your minions.
Well,
But we're supposed to face our fears, so maybe we're supposed to just go for it.
Well, we are supposed to face our fears. I think that's important because most of the time the fears that we have are not actually real. They are imaginary.
Maybe the dragon's imaginary.
Well, sometimes the fears can burn you to a crisp. And I'd rather not face one of those fears.
If we're gonna take a long rest, we might as well just go all the way back out
And go to the tent.
and go to the tent outside
you know, that seems like a really good
and
idea.
become less feared.
What do you think, Zonimus? What do you think we could maybe go take a rest inside the tent and come
Push.
back and face our fears when we're feeling a little better about it in the morning?
When you look over to say that, you don't really see Zonimus.
Oh, steaming
He
whistles.
Batman
Good.
me again.
You can't hide from us. This room's only so big. I'm gonna start just lawn like when you mow the lawn, just going back and forth across this room. It'll take me a few minutes.
What is she? Oh, I forgot she can't see nothing.
I have flame
give me-
blade.
Understand how well I'm hiding.
I have flame blade for
Give me
10
a
minutes.
perception
Okay,
check.
sorry.
Can I tell you how well I'm hiding and you see how much of a
Yes.
that is? In secret, but
Dirty
I'm
20.
in the well that we came out of, holding on to it with my face just above surface.
So he has
Gotta
just.
climb up that
Zonimus is
wall,
playing
look inside to see me.
So are you on? I will say, are you only searching this? Are you searching the well room as well, or just this big room?
I would have searched anywhere he could have gone.
Okay. So yeah, so searching, or at least so your initial search here in this first room, you don't spot him. So the only place he could have gone, you assume, you don't see the doors open, and you don't spot, what did you get on your perception check?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. Well, you do see a secret door on the other side of the wall, but
In the well room?
Not in the well room.
Oh.
In this big, in this big hall. Yeah, in this big hall with
There's
double
big
doors.
doors, but then there's a little
There's
door.
a secret door.
Hey,
Hold on.
I didn't find Zonimus, but I found this secret door.
You probably
You hear
went
water
that way.
splashing sounds.
Just what would bring
Did
him out of
Zonimus
hiding.
just go take a bath?
It's probably for the best.
Sober him up a little bit.
Howdy friends, Michael Cross here, taking just a few moments away from Red Dirt D&D, asking you to become a patron of this podcast. Your support means we can add a lot of extra niceties to the show in the form of artwork and music, as well as supporting our cast and crew. Patrons get early access to content as well as bonus material, along with access to our Discord server. You can even get an invite to monthly Q&A sessions and DM classes, maybe even a 2-hour game session with our very own Dungeon Master, Ash King. We have 6 different monthly levels to choose, ranging from $5 to $100. Head over to patreon.com/reddirtdnd right now to show your support for this new podcast. Now, back to Tales from the Caliban Frontier.
If only we had someone to look at this door and see if it was trapped.
And then from behind you, stop shouting right here.
Oh my, don't sneak up on us like that.
I'll check out the door.
Okay. All right. Give me a investigation.
It's 12.
12.
Remember your guidance.
Yeah, you don't spot any, doesn't seem to be trapped, doesn't seem to be locked. It's just hidden.
Surely if they hid it, they didn't trap it. The trap was the hiding pot.
So and it'll open fairly easily once you find the right spot to press.
I'll start pressing.
Okay. So just
Oh, that kind
rotates open.
Okay. I'm trying to decide if I'm more scared of this room or scared of the unknown. Well, still remembering to embrace my fear.
Do you want me to take magic on it?
That's scary. No.
Okay.
I'm going to step through and see what my dark vision eyes can see.
Okay.
Figure a dragon can't fit in that little tunnel. It could come through those big doors. I'm going to follow you.
Wise beyond your years, dwarf.
So you find a hallway about 30 foot long. The end of the hallway swings down to the south. So it's a direct 90-degree turn down to the south.
Do we hear any screams from inside the door? I'm going to assume no.
Yeah, let's go back and get him.
Okay.
All right.
I was going to say, I was just going to follow you if you didn't scream.
Yeah, I'm right behind.
Okay.
It's
keep
good,
walking.
If anything, this makes us less vulnerable to the dragon.
That's
So we're
exactly
safer.
right.
So continuing forward, you find yourself in what seems to be like some sort of easiest way to describe it is like a break room. So
We're in the Kobold break
We're
room.
having coffee.
There's a water
Smoking a
cooler.
cigarette.
you found the behind the scenes area of Disney World. Good job.
4 mismatched chairs and a microwave that smells faintly of fish.
Yeah, then when you got to cook something for 2 minutes, you got to cook it for 8.
No, so there's like a big like stone table where maybe at one point like this was a very active guard room. So whoever were the guards of this temple, this was where they hung out basically.
But it's kobold sized.
No.
Oh, dang it.
medium-sized.
I was going to say, finally, something that I can, some furniture
Well,
I
you
can
actually do
use.
see a mix of like there's a mix of furniture. So there's some that is definitely intended for more medium-sized creatures, and then there is some that looks to be intended for smaller creatures.
Yeah.
And there's an exit here. Is this a dead end room?
There is an exit down farther to the south.
And it turns the 90-degree angle hallway.
Gideon, you're just slowing us down. Why don't you sit down for a minute?
No, I'm good. Let's go.
Sit down, Gideon.
Okay.
So there's an open archway to the south. So it's a big, like, 25 by 25 room, and then there's a short hallway that opens farther to
Run
the
my
south.
fingers along the floor. Is it dusty?
Yes.
Is the floor made out of stone? I meant to ask you this earlier.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of,
sword?
yeah, basically everything here
Well,
seems to be
I don't know.
carved
Not
from
if we took a short
stone
rest.
or
If we took a short rest, that flame blade is only 10 minutes.
Did we take a short rest?
not yet.
Okay.
Has it been 10 minutes?
I'm going to be generous and say it's been 6.
Okay, we got 4 minutes
Okay,
left.
so what I'm going to ask you to do is shine some lights on the floor between where I'm assuming I've moved the furthest into the room.
Mm-hmm.
So between me and the next exit.
Is there anything flammable in this room? Like a stick?
Oh, can we find like a torch or a...
Hey, where's that stick that Scorpion was on?
And then wrap the bag around it.
There does seem to be some torches in this room.
Okay.
So again, it does seem to be like the guard room. So.
Druid craft. Those are light now.
Okay.
All right.
So, are there any footprints on the ground around the opening we haven't come through?
No.
Any dust movement? Looks cleaner in one spot.
But you do see in the southeast corner of the room, there's another crack that looks big enough for a kobold to scurry through.
Okay, let's take about half these torches down so we're not broadcasting that we're here. Gideon, you stop bleeding yet?
I'm fine. Yeah.
He looks worse than he is, I promise.
Yeah. I'll be fine. It's okay. Now, we should go to the south, or there's a crack in the wall.
Y'all ain't getting through that crack.
Through that crack.
No.
I could maybe get through that crack on my belly, but I wouldn't be able to fight anything if I met it in that
What about
crack.
something coming up behind us?
Right. So let's go to the south. Or now that we do have torches.
You said there's big stone tables in there. Could we not, could you, my two larger compatriots that are stronger than me, could you, tip it over on its side and push it up against the crack?
I was imagining they were crafted from.
Or are
the
they,
ground.
are they like...
Well, they're not they're crafted from stone, yes, but they're not directly
I got you,
crafted
not
from.
carved out of the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could, in theory, move one. It would be heavy as all heck, but you could.
If you're worried about the kobolds sneaking up behind us, you could take one of these tables and just push it up against that hole. You look strong enough. I could maybe become something that would be stronger.
That's a great deception I'm doing on looking that strong.
I really could become something that that was strong enough to help.
So we're going to try and block up this crack with a stone table.
Okay.
So the crack balls don't come in.
Zonimus and I can try to move it.
Okay. Yeah, it would be a strength check. Basically, pick whoever is leading, and then if there is assistance,
do it
then
involved.
someone's getting advantage.
Yep.
Oh.
You do it because I've been even, yeah.
Do you want to know what my strength is?
I've got a
Your
minus.
strength?
-1.
I've got a
Oh, well, I
negative
guess I
one
better
too.
do it then.
But
Then all a-
you, Zonimus, you could do guidance,
Guidance.
so
Okay.
you get a D4 on an ability
Yep.
check.
Okay, here we go.
Give all of the BS to give somebody advantage and guidance and
11.
11. You think you might have pulled something?
Okay, I want your other kidney.
Yeah, okay.
Because you're all beat up.
Just look at that stick, Poppy. You gotta put this thing back in.
Tell you what, we can, I'm just going to, I'll be here.
Hold on, let me.
All right.
Okay.
So let's just head on down south.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll walk this off.
You sure you don't want? I could try to be stronger.
No. Nope. It'll be all right.
You're 100%.
Yes.
Thomas haven't heard anything from you. How nervous are you about these kobolds?
Zonimus is not nervous about them at all because he just took a walk in the park with them, so don't waste the spell.
It's not a spell, it's wild shape.
Don't waste the shot.
No, not yet.
Okay.
We don't know what's coming. So let's move on down south.
I don't want to see a bear headbutting this stone table anyway.
But I will grab one of the torches and start heading in.
So the hallway to the south is a very short hallway, but it leads into what appears to be barracks. You see 6 doorways to your left and to your right that, yes, maybe at one time this was some sort of barracks for whoever actually managed this temple.
Doors opens or closed?
They are currently closed.
Okay, we gotta investigate these doors one by one, I think. We should do it together because Gideon's not looking hot. I'm not looking hot. The 4 of us together makes one good person.
Okay.
Do some investigation to see how long it's been undisturbed and that kind of thing.
Sure.
Modified 11.
It has been quite some time.
I say, don't look like ain't nobody's in here.
It's difficult to tell just from, obviously it's stone, so it doesn't show necessarily a lot of wear and tear, but the air here it's very still, it's very quiet. You think you might hear like a drip of maybe some water managing to trickle through from a reservoir somewhere.
I would like to look for more kobold holes.
More kobold bolt holes?
Yeah. That's going to be a 16.
16? Okay. You don't see any immediately, in the room. But again, you'd have to check each of the 6 rooms individually. There is also a
Okay.
hallway
There's
out
another
of
big door.
the south of this room.
See, what I was hoping was that we could block all the doors and just go to sleep in here.
Yeah, so you've got
we
the
could see what's in these rooms.
6
and maybe
rooms
there's-
on each side, and then the hallway down to the south.
checking the rooms.
Yeah, let's go check each room.
Okay.
I like it.
We'll start on the left and go clockwise.
So, opening up each of the doorways, you don't particularly find anything of interest until you reach the last room. Opening it up, you see what looks to be the ancient remains of potentially another adventurer who got trapped here.
Okay, so we can't sleep here.
Look, got trapped here.
Well, is it on the bed?
Could I investigate or do a medicine check of the body?
Yeah, you can attempt a medicine check.
No. 2.
2.
I actually have a really great medicine if
Yeah, the corpse itself is so old and so
It's just
desiccated
bones now.
that it's kind of impossible to tell exactly what killed this individual.
Are there any remains of rope or chain on the corpse?
Is it in the bed?
It's kind of on the floor.
Okay. Because if it was in the bed, then I was going to say, if you fall asleep, you just don't wake up.
Well, you said
Some kind of magic.
you said I guess we can't sleep here, but
You
this
do
was
see-
1,000 years ago.
A backpack.
Oh. Let's grab that backpack and investigate it.
Opening up, you find a few items of note.
Is there a wallet with his name in it?
No.
Tell his family. Listen, your ancestor.
Nope. You find a small bag holding 9 sardonyx gems that are worth 50 gold each. There is a spell scroll that you will have to identify, and 3 potions, one of which appears to be a potion of healing. It seems to be a improved formula.
Give it to the corpse. No.
I will Arcana on this spell scroll.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Big money.
Big money, no whammies.
And if you can't, I'll try.
14?
14. Okay, yeah, with a 14, you can identify this. It is a spell scroll of greater invisibility.
Ooh.
Drool.
Invisible,
And it is on
fire-breathing
the
poppy.
sorcerer spell list.
Yes, I was going to ask if it was appeared to be divine or arcane. So,
Here, and you can have that.
all right.
Makred.
All right, and then of course you have the potions to identify.
I hand them over to Poppy.
Okay, I'll try.
Give me some Arcana checks.
Okay, that one's gonna be a math 15,
15. Okay.
17, and I'm lucky,
Ah.
and a 21.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So very easily you identify these 3 potions. The first
real
one
smart.
is a potion of heroism,
That would have been really helpful.
and just maybe I don't know. The second one is a potion of superior healing. And the third one is a potion of stone giant strength.
Remember, I have listen, stone giant, fire breathing, invisible poppy.
Crumbling mountains.
But that is what you find in this backpack.
Leave it in the backpack, or should we?
Well, leave it in the backpack. I need a backpack
Bandolier.
right now because my
They're all
backpack's back in
full.
the back. All right.
Does the door open into the room or out of the room?
Into.
Do we want to just pull into this room
Barricade the door
and
shut.
barricade and just take a short rest? Not a long. No, don't. Because I think it's probably only about 1 in the afternoon, 2 in the afternoon. It's not.
Give or take. It's not too late. It's not.
'cause we started out
it's not
early in the
sundown.
morning.
Yeah.
So I would say let's just take a short rest. At least get. I mean, I should be able to heal back up with my healing kit, and we can get back on the road. What do you guys think?
I mean, sure. I don't really ever care if we take a short rest because it doesn't help me very much.
Well, but you get your wild shape back.
Just that. If I don't use it twice between
Let
short
me ask
rests.
you. Let me ask you something. Why don't you take a moment? Why don't you maybe go cat down the hallway and see what you can see, and then come back?
I could definitely do that, but you keep objecting to me being alone.
Oh no, it was just in the crack. I couldn't come to you if you did that. I was saying if you want to head on down and then just book it back,
I can do that.
see what you can see, be basically a familiar.
Well, I would go mouse. I would not go cat.
Okay.
I feel like a mouse would be more inconspicuous. Or I could spider.
Good,
Because
good spider you get
could
on
be
the
a
walls.
I could be on the
You
wall.
could slip into a crack to hide.
I could. So I will spider
Okay.
and let them short rest with the skeleton.
It's really creepy when she does that.
All right. So you transform into a scooter. And which way are you going? Are you going down south?
I'm going, the direction we have not gone yet.
Okay. So crawling down that hallway, it does have another basically 90-degree turn. That 90-degree turn would go farther to the west. However, a little ways down that hall, you do see that there has been a cave-in at the end of that hall. So that is the furthest. Basically, nothing probably will be coming from that direction anytime soon.
Cool. And that's it. So this hallway leads to a dead end, which is probably why this hasn't been used. Okay, come back.
Oh, good. That's what we need to know. So let's take a short rest and maybe just kind of feel a little bit better, and then I guess the only way back is just the way back now.
Correct.
Okay, let's just take a short rest before we head back.
All right. So the four of you hunker down in this guard room and decide to lick your wounds for just a little bit. It's been a tough day so far, and you have a decision to make once you have finished. Do you continue on, or do you turn back? And we'll find out next time.
Red Dirt D&D, Tales from the Caliban Frontier, is Ash King as our Dungeon Master, Brooke Bullock as Macron Stoneshaper, Johnny Payne as Zonimus Dinar, Kiri Hester as Poppy Tealeaf, and I'm Michael Cross as Gideon Block. Our sound producer is Mark Coughran. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician P.J. Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of tabletopaudio.com. We here at Red Dirt D&D could really use your help in getting the word out about us. If you like what you've heard, make sure and subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D and share us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and reddirtdnd.com. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. We have several giving levels to help us grow up big and strong. Join us next time as we go deeper into the Caliban Frontier.